If an illegal migrant fights a kiddie fiddler, would it be called Alien vs Predator? That's right, welcome back to part 2 of Freaky Friday at the Bit of Truth. Let's just hope the illegal migrants haven't ruined your weekend. Now, speaking of the Dover discoverers, let's take a look and get a little update on what the fuck is going on. An expert warns, here we go, another expert. Anyway, they warn that the Brexit policy of tightening borders won't reduce serious crime in the UK. Oh, these fucking experts. Well, Mr. Expert, do you know why? It's because we're doing absolutely fuck all to tighten our borders. It's like we're actively advertising people to come over here to help fill up our vacant hotels and make cities look busy. The government don't care, border force don't care, the French police couldn't give two shiny shites and neither could councils. Free houses, free hotel, free food, free medical, free this, free that. All at the expense to who? You and me and every other single person in this country that gets off their asses to try and put food on their own tables. I'm just trying to work out if Brexit was as big of a scam as COVID.
Fucking outrageous.
And still, what are our lovely leaders doing about this crisis? Fishy Rishi Sunak's Rwanda bill faces fresh defeats in the Lords as unelected peers gear up to prolong the legal fight over the plan to send the Channel migrants to Africa that now means it's unlikely to become law until after Easter. Well, Easter is here. So yes, nothing as usual, but then again, what do we expect? More delays, more smoke and mirrors, and more money being stolen straight from our pockets and given to those who shouldn't even be here. How about instead of voting amongst you muppets, let's just put it to a public vote. Would you like people who came here legally to stay? Or should we stock the old bibs and sail it back to France? Bon fucking voyage! Now, I'm not a betting man, but I'm sure I'd win quite big on this one.
I won!
And what kind of message does this send to the illegal Dover discoverers? Migrants don't fear Rishi's Rwanda plan and more of them are still coming over. Well, of course not. They're laughing at us from the beaches of Calais and continue laughing all the way till they get to their 5-star hotel with the Ritz. They know we aren't going to do shit. They know it, we know it, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's embarrassing. Try and get into any other country in the world without a visa or a passport, please be my guest. You'll be thrown into a 6x4 concrete block to await your next flight out of there. But when it comes to the UK, oh, welcome sir, how was your trip? No passport? No problem. I hope you find this 5-star hotel room suitable for however long you need it. Free of charge, of course. And money? Don't you worry about that, we'll give you a little bit of pocket money each week. Free food, and if you disappear, we have no way of tracking where you go because we don't know who the fuck you are.
It's a bloody disgrace.
But surely, after years, this must be getting better. Oh yes, it's getting better, alright. We're setting new records. More than 500 migrants reached the shores of Dover in the little small dinghies on the busiest day so far. Record numbers? I have no idea fucking why. Over 4,000 and we're just ending March. 10% up on last year. A quarter higher than 2022. Well done guys, we are smashing it. Well done to helping all those women and children with beards and tattoos fleeing the terror from France.
Service.
So Mr. Bitter, how is it that so many are coming across? Surely with borders in France, borders in the UK, and a large body of water between, it must be a challenge, right? Well, wrong. Asylum seekers on a vessel that motored away from the French Coast Guard and veered into the shipping lane of Calais are brought ashore in the UK. Ah, right, still the same old shit. Just sneak past the dozing French policeman, jump into an overcrowded inflatable dinghy, sail out just far enough for the French to decide that you've gone too far, and then await for the RNLI taxi boat service to come pick you up, ready for you to be placed in the nearest 5-star hotel. What a great system we have here. Really seems to work well. Well, for them anyway. All that money we pay France to stop this, and they use it as a payment for a chaperone to our waters.
Unfucking believable.
Okay, Mr. Bitter, I get it. But if there's so many coming over here, aren't the hotels filling up so fast there's nowhere for Brits to holiday inside their own country? And even if they can, the prices must be so obscene that it just makes you want to stay at home? Yes, that is completely correct, but we have a solution. Brilliant! What's that? 100 asylum hotels will be closed by the end of March, the government announces, after it emerged ministers' plans to save taxpayers' cash by housing migrants in more basic accommodation will cost £46 million more! Right, so now it's going to cost another £46 million to house these people on top of the £8.2 million a day it's costing us already. To house them in what? Council houses? Army barracks? Some iron barge? Maybe the closet under my fucking stairs? There you go, people. More money spent, less fucks given, and still we're no better off in getting rid of these people or even deterring more from coming over. How about we grow a pair and set some rules? You come here illegally, you're made to leave right away, like most countries do.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
But who are these people? Surely they're just desperate and scared and really need our help. Oh yes, of course. Let's take a look. Channel crossing horror as migrants stabbed on a small boat rammed with 60 people. Wonderful! Turning on each other. What pillars of society we long for in this country. We need these type of people here immediately. Let's just send out a Facebook ad asking if any of these types of people need a free hotel to stay in. We are desperate to spend more taxpayer money. Desperate, I tell you.
A year's salary right here. What I call them? Fun coupons.
And here's another. When they're not the violent ones, at least we get gardeners to grow their crop in their free council houses. A 25-year-old Albanian migrant who was smuggled into the UK on the back of a lorry is to be deported after police found him watering his £600,000 greenery farm. Wonderful. Arrived here illegally from war-torn Albania to become an illegal flower grower here in the UK. More please, Mr. Government. Keep them coming. Of course he told police that he was made to prune against his will and left the Fear of Life back in Albania to join the Fear of Life Brigade here in the UK. He got just 20 months in prison. Wait, for some reason it's backdated to the 13th of July last year. And now his deportation is just around the corner so he can get back to Albania to look after his allegedly unwell mother. How many days before we see him shooting new TikTok videos of his new hotel room with his new identity until he disappears back off into the system again?
Soon.
Right, so what have we learned today? Not following Brexit is not reducing crime, go figure. Migrants don't fear the non-existent joke of a Rwanda plan, go figure. The French are still escorting them over to our RNLI taxi boat service. If they're not fighting each other, they're filling their time with illegal activities here. And you and I can only sit back and watch. Signing out.